Hey, that was buttery smooth, eh? Buttery smooth. What a pro streamer. G'day, Spurs fans. Paul the Hotspur Hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. Now, I'm giving up my PC a go because I want to bring up the scores, just something to look at and chat about. The PC might die if it does. Sorry, I just got up not so long ago. If the PC dies, I'll go over to plan B, my phone. So stick around if it all dies in the arse. How are we all going? It is a bright and early 3:50 a.m. in Sydney. When I wake up, no point in hanging around. Might as well just get up, eh? But I went to bed nice and early last night, so got my 6 hours in, which is good. It's a weekend of sport. Football. Too much sport is never enough, as Roy and HG would say. And I'll bring up the scores in a minute. I had a quick look at how we're going. Remember, this is reality, folks. Reality is, at the end of this weekend, only Man City or Arsenal or Tottenham can finish top of the table after this set of fixtures. That is reality. I want to talk about reality and delusion because this delusion thing is being bandied around. I'm openly delusional. I'm an idiot. I'm a dreamer. I like to, get carried along on a wave. It doesn't bother me, Enjoy the ride, man. But what is delusion, eh? What is delusion? Well, delusion is when you believe something that is not real is real. Pretty simple. Something that is demonstrably false. When you believe that is true, you're delusional. Delusional. Now, me saying we're in a title race and we could win the league, that's a hypothesis that can be tested through just sitting around on your ass waiting for the fixtures to happen. Not really that delusional when you think about it. What is delusional is when you believe a hypothetical question has got any basis in reality. If you're hypothesizing about things that have happened in the past, if this result had gone this way, or if this had happened, or if that had happened, stuff that clearly, demonstrably did not happen, and you're using that to say, this is reality, I talk reality, that's delusion. That's more delusional than me. And look at me. Look at me. My hair and my beard and everything. Just putting it out there. You can't talk about reality and then just use hypothetical questions. Hypothetical questions come from loosely related to hypothesis, which if memory serves me when I had to study statistical analysis for my master's degree. A hypothesis is something that is provable, for one thing. You've got to be able to prove it's got to be provable. If it's not provable, it's dead in the water. So what you do is you do some dicking around, and if it turns out that your hypothesis has less than a 1 in 200, the probability of occurring by chance is less than 1 in 200, your hypothesis is valid, and you do all sorts of more stuff, and then it can finally become a theory. But if it's not demonstrable, if it's not provable in the first place, it's not even a hypothesis. It's like one step down from that. So if I hear someone say, if Crystal Palace had scored another goal, then they would have been, deserved draw. That's delusion. That is the definition of delusion. Delusion. So, just saying, when people say they talk in reality and they talk in fact, and then they clearly don't, but they believe because they've thought it that it's real, that's delusion. There you go. Just put that out there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the, just because you think something, don't make it real. I think loads of stuff. It's rubbish. Absolute rubbish, man. Phew. I'm an idiot. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring up the scores here. Watch out for the hypothetical questions, man. Just a tip for you. I'm going to bring up the scores here, which of course is too small on my screen. So let's just see how we go. And then I'll come over to the comments. I'm probably going to go about an hour this morning. But if all the comments go mad, I'll hang around a bit. But an hour is what I'm aiming for. It's Sunday morning. It's absolutely chucking it down with rain at the moment. I'll give you another tip if you're an Uber driver, which happened to me yesterday, if you pick someone up and after 5 minutes they say, "Have you got a plastic bag?" pull over and kick them out, even if they say, "I don't feel sick right now." Oh, okay, then I'll take you the rest of the way, knowing that you're not going to be sick right now. All right, let's have a look at the scores. Where we go? I saw Man City were well ahead. Oh my God, they've gone even further ahead. Look at that. So the scores on the doors at the moment. Oh, it's nearly stumps. It's nearly stumps for these games. I mean, they're playing like, half an hour of injury time in each one. We got Brentford 3, West Ham 2. Well, things change quickly in these games. I looked at them like half an hour ago. Football's amazing, eh? Football's amazing. Brentford 3, West Ham 2. I think I think West Ham were ahead when I looked at that one. No, it was 0-0, I think. So there's a flurry of goals in the second half. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Oh, look, that's useful. Something went wrong. Don't know what. Don't know what. I mean, if Google, who are like the technological leaders in the world, don't know what went, what chance have I got? Oh, I'll tell you what, man. Nothing too dodgy in my search history there. That's good. Is it still working? Oh, here it goes. God, bloody hell, man. What's going on? Okay. So I won't dig too deep because it looks like it's a bit cack. Brentford 3, West Ham 2. Interesting. Now, when I last looked, this was Man City 3, Bournemouth 0. Man City are giving Bournemouth a right old shellacking, 6-1. Now, remember, football doesn't work this way. If Man City beat Bournemouth by 5 goals and we beat them by 2, that doesn't mean that Man City will definitely beat us by 3 goals. Football doesn't work in that way. I mean, I play around with that sometimes, but that's not reality. It's a hypothesis that can only be tested by hanging around. But it's not real now. It's not real now. If you believe it's real now, you're delusional. Sheffield United 1, Wolves 1. Ooh. Everton 1. Now, they were ahead when I looked. Everton 1, Brighton 1. Looks like Everton going from bad to worse. Here's the big one, which is kicking off in half an hour. I'll still be on when this starts. Newcastle, Arsenal. Interesting, man. Interesting. If Arsenal come away with like 3 points, 1 point don't count. 3 points, then things are heating up in the table. But I can tell you what reality is. Destiny is still in our own hands. It's still in our own hands. If we lose, we're in the top-ish. If we win, I mean, these are hypotheses here now. This isn't reality. This is suggestions of what might happen. But they're the only possibilities. If we win, we're top. If we draw, we're not top. If we lose, we're not top. There we go. Simple, isn't it? Simple. Simple. This is chatting about football fact. Burnley 0, Crystal Palace 2. No surprise there. All right, well, I'll leave them up there because they're still happening. Let's have a look at the comments here. Let's have a look at the comments. Hypothetical questions. I love it. That's why I don't like internet debates. It's always based on dumb hypothetical questions, and I always reject them because they're just silly. Don't prove anything. They're unprovable. Here we go. Kim62, man. Yes, first. Oh, bada boom, bada bing. First in the chat. That's a first. I'll put my Kim62's Aussie Ardealies kit signed. Actually worn by Aussie Ardealies. Signed. I'll put my hat on while I'm talking to him. Just so he feels a bit at home. I'm all about comfort and feeling good. First in the chat, Kim is a member of the... let's get the thing up, eh? I mean, the hubris of people to say they talk about reality and then straight away slap a hypothetical question. It's a contradiction. At least you know you're going to get rubbish here. Rubbish. It's just me. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know what I'm on about. Kim62. Yes, first in the chat. That's first for me. Nice one, man. Member of the Hotspur Hippie commune. Super chats and memberships are available. How you doing, Paul? I'm pretty good, man. How long have I been up? 45 minutes. 45 minutes, and I'm sort of, you know, I'm doing a stream. I'm gonna harness all the Spursy energy off the chat, and that will get me through the day. It got me through the day yesterday. Did a long old stint in the car yesterday. I'm going to do the same again, but this really sets me up for today. So I'm feeling really good. Thanks, Kim. I think this is a new. I always say this. A new name, possibly. Clumsy Tongue. Good day, Paul. Let's dream. Yeah, why not? It's fun, isn't it? It's fun. Fun. Might as well dream during the day, because when you get my age, well, I don't know, maybe it's just me. A lot of the dreams that I wake up when I remember, they're a bit nightmarish. So I prefer to dream when I'm awake. Well, if you're dreaming and things aren't going well, like when you're asleep and you suddenly realise you're dreaming, just start flying. That works really well. Just jump up in the air, believing you can fly, and you can. Yahida. That means cheers. See, mine like a steel trap, Alison. That means cheers. Welsh Gal, another member of the Hotspur Hippie commune. Tomorrow or today for you. Oh, I'll tell you what, this round planet Earth baffles me. Is bonfire night. Oh, okay. Good. That'll be fun. Yeah, just got to say a few things about that, but I won't. Looking forward to the Chelsea match. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. Nothing wrong with dreaming about Spurs. Doing great things. Let's enjoy the ride. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's been as Ange says, there's been a lot of suffering recently, hasn't there? So when you get the chance, you might as well. You might as well. Because dreams don't last forever, you know. Even if we win the Premier League this year, we dream we're going to do it next year, and we do it next year, and then we dream we're going to do it the year after, and we don't, then the dream's kind of over. But it's been all right, hasn't it? Derek Galloway, g'day, man. G'day and Godspeed from Orange Park, Florida. Where's Orange Park? Oh, I can use my phone as well when I'm doing the PC thing. I forgot about that. Where's Orange Park? I've been to Florida. I hope you're safe there. I hope you're safe, because every time I watch like Forensic Files, it's always Florida. Orange Park. Oh, okay, so it's well north. Well north, is it? Hang on. Well north. Yeah, was it Jacksonville? Okay, no, I was down. I spent some time in Orlando and Bradenton and Miami. So, you know, even though it's still Florida, Florida's a big old place, isn't it? So, you know, nowhere near you really. But thanks for joining us, mate. Thanks for joining us. Derek Callaway shrooms up. There we go, Florida, eh? Kim62, Poch was, oh, here we go, take on Poch. Poch was loved at our club, but he will never feel that at Chelsea he will not get the love from, hang on, sorry, I've got to focus, man, I completely balls that. Let's take two. Kim62, member of the Hotspur Hippie commune, says Poch was loved at our club, but he will never feel that at Chelsea. He will not get the love from their fans, and when they lose on Monday, they will turn even more against him. I think that's very true, man. I think it's very true. Delusional? I don't know. It's just a figure of speech. I agree with you. Agree with you, man. Because Chelsea don't like anything Tottenham. Don't like anything Tottenham. Very rarely. Very rarely. And look, Poch's style of play. It's not the Chelsea DNA. The Chelsea DNA is boring. 5 at the back, get a lucky goal, and be a bit racist while you're at it. That's Chelsea. And Poch ain't like that. Poch is a bit of a dreamer as well. He likes the power of lemons. Don't know what he's on about with that, but hey, you know, if it works for him, it works for him. So no, not at home, man, not at home. If it goes buggered up for Poch, I hope he goes to a club where, you know, he's more welcome or whatever, or he can, you know, his progressive football is more in tune with the style of the club. That'd be cool. But Chelsea ain't it. It's not it at all. Now these results finishing. I'll just go back to the. Hang on. I'll go back to the results because it looks like some of them are wrapped up. Here we go. Yeah, wrapped up, and then we'll get these off the screen. So Brentford 3, West Ham 2, Man City 6. A caning for Bournemouth. We only beat them 2-0. That means Man City are going to beat us. No, it doesn't. It's not how football works. They might not. I don't know. Sheffield United 2, Wolves 1, Everton 1, Brighton 1, Newcastle is coming up. Burnley 0, Crystal Palace 2. So let's have a look at the table. So Man City are now top. We're plummeting. Season's over. Disaster. They're ahead by 1 point with a way better goal difference for us. So as it stands, a draw is not enough for us to go back on the top. We need a win. And Arsenal, who are yet to play, are on 24 points. Unlikely that they're going to go top. They'd have to win by 5 clear goals. If they win by 5 clear goals, if they win 5-0, they would go to top because Arsenal begins with A, Man City begins with M. I call that a Pyrrhic victory. But if they win 6-1, they'll go top because they've scored more goals. So there we go. That's the state of play there. Tottenham playing on Tuesday morning here, Monday evening. You know, our result, a win against Chelsea. It's all academic. We're top again, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. There we go. Click the wrong thing here. Hang on. What if I do that? There we go. That's all right, isn't it? There we go. Doopy. Hey, it's Leo. G'day, Leo, man. The highest. I mean, it's a claim to fame, isn't it? So Jacob, United Spurs of America might have the #1 Spurs channel, but Leo has the highest. The highest. Denver, Colorado. It's literally a mile high. That's what he's talking about. I know some of you might have gone to a dark place with the definition of high. I know what you lot are like, you internet nutters. He's not talking about that. He's talking about altitude. My homie, how you going, man? What a beautiful cap you have on. Oh, thanks, man. Where's my other one? A mate sent over 2 for me. Can't believe I lost it already. Hey, look at this, man. Look at this. Whoa. He sent me over a new kit. Hey, there we go. I don't know where have I put the other hat? Hang on. This is distressing me now. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, you get old and you just... Am I sitting on it? Of course I'm sitting on it. That's the natural place to put a hat, on your ass, isn't it? Dear, oh dear. There's my other one. Just to change things up. I know, you've got to keep the stream exciting, so I'll change hats once in a while. Beautiful cap you have on. Thanks, man. I can't lie, I'm itching for some on my foot. Do, man. It's crazy, eh? It's almost feeling like international break-esque, this one, isn't it? I'm doing well, man. Doing very well. I hope you're doing well too, man. Hope you're doing well too. Big up Florida. Yeah. FL in the house. South of Jacksonville, Florida, Northeast Florida. Oh, I remember you've been on before, haven't you? And you've talked about Florida. I remember, man. I remember there's something else you were talking about as well. I know you were talking about something else, but I can't remember what it was. Anyway, the past is the past, man. But welcome, Kim62. Do you know what things you're going to talk about with the main man Steve, or are you going to win it? That's a real good question, man. Look, I am open to suggestions, but they're only suggestions. Actually, I don't know if I am open to suggestions. But look, maybe if there's something you really want to know, if then they let me know. But I'm not going to guarantee it because I like to do my own thing. I'm utterly selfish and stubborn. There are three things. I'm not going to tell you what they are, by the way, but there are three things I want to talk. Look. Okay, one's obvious. How do you see us going at the moment? I mean, that's an obvious one. But there are two things. They're not huge topics, but they're just things I'm very curious about. But I'll keep that. I'll keep that in mind because I might change my mind. But before I do, I'm going to, think about things a bit more, and I'll have some question, but I have some questions as talking points or whatever. But I don't want to. I would prefer it to go along the way you're saying, winging it. So I'll just have the backup, things I want to cover. But if we get into a conversation about stuff where we can go down a rabbit hole or something, that would be good. But I don't know if that's going to happen, So we'll see. We'll see. Oh man, the chat's dried up already. But hang on. There you go. You didn't want to hear that. I'll tell you what. While we're waiting, let's. I'm gonna have a look at our next fixtures. If my computer can do it. Oh, in fact, I'm probably too big there, aren't I? There we go. Let's do that one. So look at. I'm just having a look at our next lot of fixtures. All right, let's see how many points we can pick up here. I mean, whatever the number of games, obviously times 3, isn't it? That's how it works, isn't it? Well, we know about the one on Monday. We've got Tottenham Chelsea. I think we're going to win that one. Wolves Tottenham. I think it could be tricky. I think that could be a challenge. Let's go. Maybe a draw on that one. Maybe a draw. If we win that game, that is. I'm kind of thinking if we win at Wolves away, I think that's a really positive result for Tottenham. I don't think that's easy. Tottenham Aston Villa at home. I think we should win that one. Man City away. I think we could draw that. It's a tough one, isn't it? It's a tough one. Over those next 3 games, who knows what sort of state Man City is? I might have a look at their fixtures. Up in the air. All I'll say is Manchester City have been our puppy dogs ever since the 1981 FA Cup final replay, where Steve Perryman, I don't know if you remember Steve Perryman here. I'll just remind you. Where is he? Where's old Stevie? Sorry, his name isn't Steve E. It's Steve. There he is. This guy stuck a really good challenge on Jerry Gow. That was for me the big turning point. That's where we asserted a bit of a bit of special sauce in that game. And here we are, 42 years later. Man City are still shell shocked from that challenge. Shell shocked. Remember old Keith Hackett? I think Steve got a yellow for it, but it was worth it. Keith Hackett was a damn good referee as well. He was a great referee. He's still around the traps. I hear him pop up on general football podcast once in a while. I like Keith Hackett a lot. I've got a lot of respect for him as a referee. I wish referees were more like that now. Really do. Instead of show ponies and shirking responsibility a lot of the time. Then we got West Ham, easy. Tottenham, Newcastle at home. I think that we'll win that one. Newcastle good at home. I think they'll shake away. Nottingham Forest 3 points there, and that's 3 points. So out of those fixtures, I'd say the The real challenging ones would be Wolves away, Man City away. Oh, I see. It's two. It's two, isn't it? Now, in previous years, you know, I'd probably be saying the same thing because they are results that you feel Tottenham should win. But in the past, we'd often bugger it up. So I think things are different now. Um, but I've always, I think a lot of Spurs fans would kind of, maybe there's a couple of results in here that you might throw a bit more caution to, but generally we'd be all saying that Nottingham Forest away we should win, Everton at home we should win. But in the past, whether we actually have converted them into reality is another thing. But I'm more hopeful this year, way more hopeful this year. All right, we've got some more comments here. Kim62 is, have you seen the video that Tottenham posted about Bentancur? I can't say it as well as Jacob. And his recovery from when he got the injury to when he came on against Crystal Palace. Very moving. Oh, no. That sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty. Oh, wow. Is it about like the. Because I'm sure he would have had some struggles and setbacks. And, well, I know if I was in his position, I'd be feeling that way, a bit down. It's, when you're out of the team for, 8 months or so, you're going to need a bit of help, probably, apart from physical, to get through that. That's what what the reception that the fans gave him. That was a beautiful moment. That football isn't sometimes just about results and all that. It's about those little moments like that. That was wonderful. Well done, the Spurs fans, for doing that for him. Sometimes the mob mentality comes up with the goods and does good things. And Bentancur looked ecstatic. We gave him a bit of ecstasy, and we had a bit of ecstasy too. It's all shared. Speaking of ecstasy, it's Leo again. All right, be up, brother, be up. Welsh Gal, how are the plans going for your trip to Tottenham? I wonder if they have a Hotspur Avenue or Nicholl Street. Well, hang on. Now I've got the technology before my PC inevitably shits itself. Let's have a look at Tottenham. Let's have a look at where I'm going. The plan at the moment is to be there for the West Ham game. West Ham game, which is here we go, 8th of December. And then the day after is when I'll be speaking to Steve. So Steve Perman live from Tottenham. But let's have a look at Tottenham, eh? I'll show you Tottenham. And you'll probably think, why is he going there? I'm going there because it's called Tottenham. Oh, I can't even spell Tottenham. I don't even know why autocorrect doesn't give me Tottenham. Number of times I've typed it in, Tottenham, New South Wales. Again, nothing too suspicious in my chat there, in my search history. It's always good to have. Tottenham, hang on, let's look, hang on. I've done the wrong thing there. But they've got a website. I don't know why this is so slow. This is just ridiculous. Where's the map? Where's the map? Where's the map? Hang on. Maps. There we go. Tottenham. So just to show you where it is in relation to Australia and Sydney. Oh, this is shameful. I mean, off my internet's good. It must be my PC. Here's Sydney, and there's Tottenham there. So it's kind of out where it starts getting all beige, which is going to be interesting. Look at that. Look at that. There's Tottenham. Yeah, you can see why I'm going there, can't you? So there we go. Now, just in case you're unaware, Australia is, roughly speaking, a similar size to kind of the United States or a lot of Europe. It's a big old place, even though the population's only 26 million. So that from Sydney to Tottenham is it's about 7 hours drive with your foot down. So it's a long old drive. And on the way, God, this is just where are we? So, and I'll be videoing bits of this because I don't think it's going to get any clicks or anything like that. But I'm just interested in doing it. Passing through the Blue Mountains, I'll be picking up a mate of mine there, round about there somewhere, and then on the way, there's a couple of interesting things. There's Bathurst, which is home to what I think is one of the greatest racetracks in the world. It's an incredible racetrack. When I oh, look, where is it? I mean, I don't like to go on about it too much, I don't mention it too much. But when I won this trophy, which says champion, it's broken because I trod on it. There's another bit of it somewhere. But when I won this, which was a sim racing tournament, there were races at Bathurst, and it's a brilliant track. And when you're there in real life, you just think, how do these people go around it? It's nuts. And even today, it's a lot safer than it used to be, but it's still crazy. And then we're going to go through Orange, Parks. Now, a lot of these places, I have no idea what's there. What I do know is at Parks, there's a radio telescope, which might be interesting to just sort of have a look at. And then we go. I don't know. I haven't thought of the route yet, actually. Looks like I'm going in the wrong direction. But those are the things I want to see. And then around about here, there's a road called the Bogan Highway. So anyway, let's go and have a closer look at Tottenham. I'll show you what's in it, the sights and sounds. How do I do the satellite view? Is that there? No. Layers. What? Oh, there we go. Satellite. Oh, this is like dial-up, isn't it? Here we go. I don't know why the grid's flashing like a mofo. Here we go. So you can see generally nothing. I mean, it looks like North London, doesn't it? You can see why it's called Tottenham. I mean, the guy that, oh no, probably no. I was going to say maybe someone who was a Spurs fan called it Tottenham, but it might have been called Tottenham before Tottenham Hotspur existed. I don't know. So, you've got you've got bowling club, it's got hospital, and down here, there's a sports field. And I don't know if they'll have football goalposts. I'm sure they'll have probably some sort of goalposts. And I'm going to kick a ball and bloody well score a goal at Tottenham. It's a boyhood dream of mine to score a goal at Tottenham. And I'll take this. I'll take this. That'll do. That'll do. It's close enough, man. Oh, it's got welding services. It's got everything. Caravan park. There we go. So you enter Tottenham through the Bogan Way. Now, Bogan, I don't know if people in England or outside of Australia really know. Bogan is kind of a term for, I suppose you could call it a rough and ready sort of person. It's a little bit derogatory because I don't mind bogans, actually, what people call bogans. I prefer bogans to eastern suburbs, toffs anyway. So there you go. So I'll be driving through a lot of, there's a bit of forest. And And then there's a lot of nothing, which I think is going to be really cool. Can't wait. It's going to be fun. So, I mean, that's the rough plan at the moment, but, I'm not the best at enacting plans sometimes, but, hopefully I'll do. Look, there are things that might stop it from happening. If we get severe rain and there's any flooding in the area, that would stop it, which is, I'm not, that can happen. Probably not so much out that way, but we do have some bad floods in Australia from time to time. I don't really know. Look at that. I mean, look at that. That's what you want, isn't it? Oh, has it got any photos? Let's have a look. Oh, there's things to do, which has now disappeared. Can I have a look at? Is there photos? No. Photos. So I'll be adding to this catalogue. I don't know if I'll upload them to Google though. Here we go. There we go. 2 photos. It's downloading a Street View or something, is it? No user. Oh well, there's Street View. What? There's no Street View. No, it's got to be Street View. There you go. That's one photo, and look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Get out and about, middle of nowhere. Wonderful. So there we go. That's what I'm hoping to. Bit of fun. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Hang on. Oh, all the comments have gone mad. Hang on. I'll see some exciting news as well. Welsh Gal, are you doing pre-match build-up on Irish Hotspur? Decent time for it? It kind of is, and it is. I think David might be doing it 4 hours before kickoff. He's our taskmaster, which is 3 a.m. here. I've said, look, if I'm awake, I'll do it, but I might be along a bit later. I mean, I was awake because I like to naturally, I don't like alarm clocks. If I'm tired, I'm tired, man. I'll always wake up for the kickoff of a game. But other than that, I like to let my body do the talking. And also, I've got to do a long day's work that day. So if I'm fatigued, I won't be able to drive as much. So we'll see how we go. But I think I'll be on it maybe a bit after he starts. But the We Are Tottenham TV, which is generally 90 minutes before kickoff, which is 5:30, I should be good to go on that one for sure. Kim62, I think Gareth Bale will get a great reception. Oh yeah, I saw that, man. Yeah, Gareth Bale's visiting the game. That's right, man. Great reception when he comes on at halftime on Monday. He was a player that excited me when he played for us. Me too, man. Oh, remember that game against Inter Milan? Wow. Or the 2 games against Inter Milan. That's like, wow, who's this kid? No, that's brilliant. Yeah, good on him. He's had a fantastic career, Gareth Bale. He'll be definitely welcome back. There'll be no booze for him. Poch. James Paratrooper, all the stars are aligned for Tottenham title victory. Well, who am I to argue with that? It's possible, isn't it? It's possible. We'll see how we go after this week's fixture. Before the fixtures started this weekend. I think we were the most likely to do it. We'll see how we go after this weekend. We were still in whatever way you look at it. We're in a title race. And I still reckon we're playing the best football. And yeah, we could do it, man. We could do it. Let's win the league. Let's go, Tottenham. Milton O'Brien, good morning, man. You're up early. Morning, Paul. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you have a great weekend. Come on, you Spurs. That's it, man. Come on, you Spurs. James Paratrooper, Arsenal are going to get humbled in 10 minutes. Oh, yeah. Oh, is it? Oh, what? Okay, let's. I'll keep an eye on that for everyone. Yeah. How do I do that? Let's have a look. Let's just get that there. I've clicked on it, so bear with me, folks. Maybe I should have rebooted my router or something. But I think the stream's going away. Maybe Google. Anyway, I'll keep an eye on that when the kickoff happens. If I don't bring it up, remind me, because I'll have forgotten, obviously, if I don't bring it up. But it's going to be interesting, isn't it? It's going to be interesting. Hopefully they'll get smashed. Right, well, lads. Hello, this exciting news. Welcome Matthew Edwards to the Hotspur Hippie commune. Thank you for your support, man. New member, thank you very much. Very nice of you. You've got my best wishes. What other perks do you get? That's about it. I rarely post things to just members, just now and then. But thank you very much. No obligation to continue it for the rest of your life. If you cancel it after a month, it's all cool with me, man. It's a month that I never had. So thank you very much, Matthew. Welcome. Welsh gal, put the ball in top bins at Tottenham. Yeah. Well, I'll have trouble though, because it might just be sticks if it's AFL. But if it's actually, it would be sticks if it's rugby league as well. I'm curious. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I'll just see if I can get a look on my phone and see if there is a Google Street View that will show me what sort of goals are there. I doubt they're soccer, but I don't know. Tottenham, New South Wales. Okay, let's have a look here. Zoom in. Let's get to the sports field. It's the Tottenham Sport and Recreation Ground. That's what it is. World-class training facility, I hear. Now, there is a street view. Which doesn't get me to the ground. Look, here we go. Look. I wonder if I can get it up on the screen. I'll show you Tottenham's world-class training facilities. See, if you're not a dreamer, if you're absolutely ultra pragmatic, you'd be saying, "Why are you going there?" Because I feel like it. It's fun. Tottenham maps. I'm just going to find it. It won't be a second, and then I'll bring it up on the screen for you. The closest I can get to the training ground. So if I click that little fella and put him there. No, you don't like going there. Okay, that's where we can go. We can go there. That's as close as I can get. Okay, here we go. It's quite funny actually. Tottenham's world-class sports facility, and you know what? Fair play to them. At least they've got one. It's only small people. Bear in mind, only 500 people live there. So I'm not taking the piss or anything like that out of them. This is the way life is in country Australia. And you got to do what you got to do. And I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I really am. So I'm not looking down on this or anything like that. I just think it's brilliant. Look at this. This is like this would be the trek from Seven Sisters up to Tottenham High Road. and I think this is the sports ground behind these trees here. There's a sports ground behind there. I think that's it there, actually. Can I zoom in? I mean, Google really half-assed this one, haven't they? You know, pay some respect to the Great Southern Land, Google. You know, don't just save your high-res photos for the toffs in the city. Look at that. It's crap. Rubbish. And there we go. Look at that. Brilliant. It's like proper Australia, isn't it? Can't wait. I'm looking at the photo. I'm getting really excited. It's great. So somewhere in there, Alison, yes. And look, if there's no goalposts at all, the beauty of football is I'll just find a couple of rocks or a couple of jumpers for goalposts, and score a goal that way. So whatever happens is going to happen. I'm going to score a goal at Tottenham. Unless even if I forget bringing a football with me, I'll find something to kick between two other things, and that counts. Spurs GCTV, evening pool, 3 points incoming Monday. Go back to the top of the table. That's it, man. That's it, man. Chelsea, I think they're going to be scared, aren't they? They're going to be scared. I think the fans are going to be up for it. I think our players and coach are up for it. Yeah, let's go and do it, man. Let's go and do it. It's going to be great. Here we go. Matthew Edwards, the newest member now. Matthew. I had this with Elvis, the last member. I might keep forgetting. I might forget for a few days to add your name to the credits at the end. I'll get there. I'll get there. It's very easy to do it for when for the videos that you know, when I'm out and about and uploading. But for some reason, I've got a mental block about taking that video and putting it into this streaming thing. So, Mr. Reliability here, Mr. Reliability. All I can say is best intentions. But welcome, man. Big up, Paul. Peace and love, Ange Ballers. Oh, yeah, nice one, man. I'll be back with a better handle. Oh, well, I'll tell you what. I'll wait for your better. Oh, no, I've got to give you credit where credit's due, isn't it? Look, we'll sort it out. I'll watch out for the better handle, maybe. But then you see, you might be like me. You might be like me. You might have the intention of doing it, and you might never get round to it. And then I won't be putting you in the thing at the end because I'm waiting for you, and you've kind of moved on. And, you know, you're doing something else in life. So you know what I mean. So I'll do Matthew Edwards at the moment, unless you don't want me to. I don't know. Talking gibberish now, aren't I? Welsh gal. You know, it's an egalitarian place. Welcome, Matthew, to the commune. Thank you, Matthew. Oh, look at this. Look, what a friendly bunch, eh? What a friendly bunch. Here we go. Paul, how proud are you that true diversity of Australia is represented in the great game? I don't know if pride's the right word. I don't like the word pride. But I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's cool, and that's why I like the Australian soccer team. Like when it's Australia, England, I support Australia because I think the Australian players would have maybe had a tougher journey to get to where they are than the English players. Because as I say to people, you know, in England, you're not going to get kicked, spat at, called some sort of either racial, homophobic, or sexist term, which happens in Australia. Denigrated for playing football. You know, these are things that you've got to go through, you know. Maybe it's not as bad as it was, as people say. Maybe it's not as bad as it was. Well, any of that's bad, isn't it? So when soccer players come through all that and they're on the world stage and doing crazy stuff like going to a World Cup, man, with the absolute scant resources that's available for the game in this country, you've got to admire it, man. You've got to admire it. And there's the itches and off skis and all that. Love it, man. I love it. You know, if you want to know if anyone wants to know about what it's like to be playing football in Australia, Johnny Warren's book. I can't say the title of it, and I'd ask you not to say it in the chat as well, because like cut those words, ultra offensive. I mean, they're offensive in Australia, but in England they're ultra offensive. John, if you just Google Johnny Warren's book, that will give you the title alone. Will give you an idea of what it's like. The attitude from the ruling sort of, Anglosphere in Australia, the way they look at football, the way it's regarded in this country. They have tough times. That's why Ange is a no-brainer to be a great coach, because he's come through all that. And if you can come through all that, man, your heart must be in it. So yeah, I love it. I do like the Australian national team, man. A-League is something I don't really watch too much of, man. I don't know why. I did prefer it when it was the NSL. Maybe those days are kind of coming back a bit when they're bringing promotion, relegation. I think there's going to be a lot of swapping of teams between those divisions. I think a lot of the A-League teams have been a bit protected, and I think those other teams that will a few of them are more traditional teams, football teams in Australia. I think there's going to be some fun times ahead, and I think it's good for the game. Good for the game. But a bit more funding maybe from the government would be all right for it. The government's very laissez-faire about dishing out funds to sports that are already self-sufficient. Don't really need the money. They're not going to go bankrupt if they don't get a handout. Mainly rugby league, AFL, they'll get basically government-built stadiums. That's what we're talking about. I mean, it's ridiculous. And then you got, minority sports. I'm calling it a minority sport, rugby union. No one cares about rugby union. No one plays it. The only people that care about it and play it are the ones that go to all the posh schools, which means, the people running the country, and essentially. Australia's not the land of the fair go by any means. Rugby union seems to get funding. I don't know why. If it's not popular, how about you let the market decide? Rational marketeers, let the market decide. Yeah, you do that for other things, don't you? Except when it comes to your rubbish, spoilt brat game. So, yeah. Up the Socceroos, man. Up the Socceroos. Look, it's the Hotspur Hippie channel. You're gonna get look. I've said this before. It's a legal obligation, because if I didn't do the hippie stuff, the channel would just be called Hotspur, and I'd be sued, wouldn't I? I mean, Tottenham Hotspur would be up me, like a ferret up a drain pipe, wouldn't they? So, just so I can talk about Tottenham, I have to do that bit as well. Keeps me in the clear, keeps me safe. Happy to see the Blades get their first win. I didn't register that, man, actually. Yeah, I used to. I lived in Sheffield for a couple of years, but I was more of a Sheffield Wednesday fan back then. I mean, where are they now? Would have been in the Trevor Francis day, something like that. Bit before that, maybe. But yeah, it's a bit rough to see a team go the whole season with nothing in it. I mean, as long as they don't get points against Tottenham, I'm very generous. Now let's have a look at okay. Oh, Google seems to be a bit quicker now. Oh, it's can I click on it? Why doesn't it let me do the thing? Oh my God. 20 years in IT, I just cannot still do technology things, can I? It's 0-0 at the moment. It's 0-0. Hey, look, the chat's getting near the end, and I've nearly done an hour anyway. But it's 0-0 at St James's Park at the moment. Let's hope it either stays that way or Newcastle stuff them. Or And then I'm going to have a bit of fun watching Arsenal reactions. Arsenal reactions to the game. Arteta ain't got a clue. What's he doing? It's going to be all like that, isn't it? We need a plan. We need a project. The cronkies and wankers. That's what it always. Fuck. It's going to be great. Kim62, the results are going to mean nothing when we get the win on. Yeah, I know, it's all academic, isn't it, mate? It's all academic. You know, I am trying to whip up some excitement, but you and I know it's fake excitement because we're going to beat Chelsea. I don't know. I'm getting nearer the game now, so I'm still going 3-0 at the moment. Still going 3-0. Here we go. Milton. Yes, man. After the game, that'd be it, won't it? It'd be it. Oh, man, if only I could, I don't know, harness this and turn it in a cold hard cash. The number of pundits and people are saying, they need a striker. Arsenal, they need a striker. If they had a good striker, they'd have won. Let's break this down. So what they're saying is, in a game that's already happened, ergo in the past, if they had better players, i.e. a better team, which they didn't, they might have won. I mean, I'm no expert on reality, obviously, because I'm the Looney Tune that's saying we could win the league this year. But I mean, that's a step too far, isn't it? That's like round the corner. That's round the corner on the way to Crazy Town, saying ifs and things about the past, and it would be different. That's delusion. It's delusion. That's the definition of delusion. I'm going to sort of put it full circle. Full circle. If the team was better, they would have won. What kind of bonkers talk is that? Got nothing to do with the real world at all. It's an unprovable hypothesis, which means it's not even a hypothesis. Can't be a hypothesis if you can't demonstrate it. It's just a nothing. It's just a big fart. A big fantasy fart. That's what it is when you say stuff like that. That's delusion. And if you say that's real, reality is if they're better players, they would have won. You're saying something that isn't real is real. I'll be making inquiries somewhere, you know what I mean? Matthew Edwards, I'll come out of the closet. I'm fleshly popped into EPL circus, but Tottenham is boss. Oh, okay, cool, man. Oh, well, no, you know what, man? There's no hierarchy in Spurs, man. If you've said, come on, you Spurs, that's it. That's it. Bigger fan as me. We're all the same, man. But yeah, nice. Oh, well, good. That's cool to see, man. Never too late. Never too late. Enjoy the ride, man. Enjoy it. Welsh girl, Poundland Pep. That's a good one. Poundland Pep. What else could he be? No, I'm running dry on that one, but I think I can't top Poundland Pep, man. Nice one. Kim62, 2-0, son. And an own goal, lucky Spurs, 3 points, job done. Job done. There we go. And seriously, man, it's kind of a serious point I'm trying to make, man, folks, is when someone is saying that they're talking about reality and they're clearly getting confused between something they've made up in their head that might or should have, could have, what have, and they're saying it's real. That's fucking delusion, man. That's delusion. Me saying we might win the league, it's just faffing around, isn't it? Faffing around. It's hopes and dreams. Yeah, it's delusion. I don't care. But at least I'm not saying it's not, which means I'm kind of not that as deluded as maybe some others. Anyway, you know what? I'll leave it there, man. Bringing all that about because I don't like it when people slag off other. So if you're getting your hopes up, you're an idiot, you're deluded, and really worse things like that, you're an idiot. Any fan can do whatever they want, man. That's the point in football. It's rock and roll. That's it. And on those words, I will say, you've been watching this. And I'll say peace and love, man. Peace and love. And come on, you Spurs. And Matthew Edwards.